you're back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I got a message out of the blue the other day from an old high school friend. I hadn't spoken to him in fucking years. So he sent me this message. Just saw Piglet at High Point Shopping Centre working the KFC food court. Maybe the pig hunts had a negative effect on his development. I think he was manager though, so that's good. Piglet was a kid we went to school with. I had completely forgotten about Piglet. So let me just give you a little background of my school. My school at the time I was going there was one of the worst performing schools in the state and one of the worst in the country. Just an entire school full of fucking drop kicks. The dropout rate from year 9 to year 10 when you could leave school and get a job was like 70 or 80%. All my friends left in year 10. That's at like 15 or 16. They all fucking left. And in my year 12 VCE, in the final exams, the highest score in my year was 84. 84 can get you into a shitty arts degree. That's about it. And it certainly fucking wasn't me who got that score. And right next door to my school was the special education school. And with it being so close to our school, there was a little bit of a crossover. Some of the better performing students at the retardo school slipped through the cracks and ended up in our school. And Piglet was one of those kids. And if you're wondering why we nicknamed him Piglet, it's basically because he looked exactly like a fucking pig. I'm not even trying to be funny. He looked exactly like a fucking pig. He was built like a pig. He was like 5'1". He had an upturned nose. His head was the shape of a pig's. He used to walk around like a pig, like a waddle type thing. This sounds mean, but you can only call it as it is. He looked like a fucking pig. And he definitely had a little bit more than a touch of downs. But he was an alright kid, so we let him hang around a little bit. He was a little overexcitable. He would snort when he laughed as well, further cementing his name as Piglet. But like I said, we'd let him hang around. He was a little bit excitable. Usually he would just stand there with his hands in his pockets in the circle as we're all trashing each other and trying to make each other laugh. And he would just stand there laughing and snorting and shit. Then every now and then Piglet would get a little overconfident, a little overexcited, and would start chiming in himself. And when that happened, we would have to call a pig hunt. A fucking pig hunt. Basically, this is how the pig hunt went. Piglet would get overexcited. He would say something stupid. He would be laughing at his own jokes, snorting. Then it would be either me, Justin, who messaged me, or Dion Phillips. One of us would call the pig hunt. Pig hunt! And as soon as Piglet heard pig hunt, he knew what was going down. And he would just fucking take off. With his little curly tail just fucking flying. And once the first call for the pig hunt went up, everyone started yelling it. Pig hunt! Pig hunt! And you would hear calls for pig hunt coming from all directions. And when you heard the call for pig hunt, you had to drop everything you had and join the hunt. So we would gather about 20 hunters, and we would chase Piglet around the school for the entire lunch break. And Piglet could fly, by the way. He was not an easy catch. And the hunters took their job seriously as well. On the pig hunts, like, we would look for tracks, look for footprints. We would stay downwind to see if we could catch a scent. But the funnest part was always almost getting him and then letting him get away. And dragging the hunt out for like 45 minutes. Fuck, it was fun. Like, we would be crying. And Piglet didn't give a fuck anyway. He called himself Piglet. And he just had no self-awareness either. He thought he was the shit. He fucking loved cricket. He was the worst cricket player you've ever seen in your entire life. I remember at school cricket one time, I was left batting with him at the end. We made him captain, by the way, because he loved cricket so much, and we thought it'd be funny sending Piglet out to shake hands with the captain from the other school. But I got left batting with him He was the last batsman to come out, and we still had a chance to win the match. And I go up to him, I'm like, Piglet, listen, there's one ball left in this over. Don't do anything, just let it go past you. Then next over, I'll be on strike and I'll try and win the match. He's like, no worries. So what does fucking Piglet do with his one ball? He fucking charges halfway up the pitch, misses the ball completely, and gets stumped out. I'm like, Piglet, did you listen to a fucking word I just said? He's like, I thought I'd hit it for 6. I'm like, you fucking pig hunt! And then because he was hanging out with all of us, he got a bit of confidence and he had no self-awareness as well. And he would start trying to hit on girls, and it was the funniest fucking thing in the entire world. He had no idea what the fuck was going on. He would just ask them on dates. He's like, do you want to go out sometime? Real nasally voice old Piglet had. Some people would call what we were doing to Piglet bullying. Not us. Not Piglet. It was bonding, and it was some of the funniest shit that ever went down in school. So me and Justin, the guy who sent me the message, ended up having a little bit of a debate whether the pig hunts were good or bad for Piglet's development. And we decided that the pig hunts taught Piglet some valuable life lessons, and it taught him resilience. And now he's manager at KFC at High Point Shopping Centre. And from what I remember of the Piglet I knew and loved, he does not make manager at KFC without the pig hunts. So what some people see as bullying, we see as nurturing. And we're getting the old crew back together next weekend and heading down to High Point for one last pig hunt. Oh, it's fucked up. Alright, that's it for tonight. Add me on social media. I'm Boyle Comedy, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. If you're enjoying the podcast, rate, review, subscribe to it, tell your friends about it, and fucking see you later.